anyone try? Fight it with all of our might. Chances are some heavenly star-spangled night.
Mr. New Vegas letting you know I've got a new Christmas compilation coming out soon. Nuclear Winter Wonderland. Look for it on holotape. More news for you. Refugees at Bitter Springs are giving startling accounts of the legate known as Lanius, who is said to be Caesar's top field commander. One refugee told us the legate took over an underperforming squad of troops by beating its commander to death in full view of everyone. The legate then ordered a tenth of his own force be killed by the other 9/10. And you thought your boss was a pig. In other news, scavengers report hulking individuals moving around Hidden Valley after dusk, but have been unable... Mr. New Vegas, and I feel something magic in the air tonight, and I'm not just talking about the gamma radiation. I've got news for you. Troubling news from Prem, as merchants report a large presence of armed, unsavory figures patrolling the town. Residents are nowhere to be found. In other news, citizens of Outer Vegas are flocking to the Strip in droves amid a wave of terror caused by a band of raiders known as the Fiends. Those who can afford passports are saying the added security is well worth the price of admission. Boy, the Mojave Wasteland is just a fascinating place, isn't it? You never know what's going to happen next. Gonna play a song for you right now, and it's about that special someone you find only once in a blue moon.
Blue moon, you saw me standing alone, without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own. Blue moon, you knew just what I was there for. You heard me saying a prayer for someone I really could care for. And then there suddenly appeared before me the only one my arms will hold. I heard somebody whisper, please adore me. And when I looked, the moon had turned to gold. Blue moon, now I'm no longer alone, without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own.
Move along. Please, do not stand in the fountain.
And then there suddenly appeared before me the only one my arms will ever hold. I heard somebody shepherd, please adore me. And when I looked, the moon had turned to gold.
Kaisar awaits.
Without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own. Blue moon, are no longer alone. Without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own.
Welcome to the Tops. How can I help?
It's Mr. New Vegas letting you know I've got a new Christmas compilation coming out soon. Nuclear Winter Wonderland. Look for it on holotape. Here are our top stories. The influx of displaced residents to the refugee camp at Bitter Springs has caused a strain on rations there. NCR officials are asking for donations. In other news, NCR officials at Camp McCarran were relieved when technical difficulties with its monorail line to the New Vegas Strip proved easy to fix. One anonymous official told us a serious mechanical failure would have been a disaster because of the age of the train and the scarcity of the replacement parts. Well, that's all I have for you. This is Mr. New Vegas wishing you ladylike luck tonight. Have you ever been in love with a celebrity? Now, come on, you don't have to be shy. I feel it between us two. Sometimes you can't help being mad about the boy.
But must admit, sleepless nights had about the boy. Silver screen, he melts my foolish heart.
Hey.
Every single scene. Though I'm quite aware that here and there are traces about the boy. Lord knows I'm not a fool girl. I really shouldn't care. Lord knows I'm not a fool.
Hey! Hi there! Good to meet you. What can I do for you today? Good question. My function is to monitor Mr. House's data network and decode his encrypted transmissions. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm a PDQ-88B Securitron, but you can call me Yes Man.
Young again, and all because
It's what Benny always called me, probably because I'm programmed to be so helpful. Sure. Benny had me look at it a bunch of times. It's a data storage device, kind of like a holotape, but a lot more advanced. As for what's on it, well, some of Mr. House's data transmissions made it sound like the chip could upgrade his defenses somehow. That's just a guess, though. The chip's a proprietary format. You need special hardware to read the data on it. There are two locations with non-standard hardware on the network. The Lucky 38 and an underground facility at Fortification Hill. I'd look there! Oh, he wanted to kill Mr. House and use the Platinum chip to copy my neurocomputational matrix onto the Lucky 38's mainframe. That would give me control over all of Mr. House's defenses, most prominently his Securitrons. And then, I guess, I just do as I'm told. I was programmed to be helpful and answer any questions I was asked. I guess nobody bothered to restrict who I answer questions for. That was probably pretty dumb, huh? I'd have to help you. I mean, it seems pretty obvious Benny wouldn't have wanted me to. But hey, not my fault I can't say no.
For such as you.
Again, goal number 1 is to eliminate Mr. House and install my neurocomputational matrix on the Lucky 38's mainframe. Given how you're a new arrival, I also recommend that you get to know some of the region's tribes, so you can decide how you feel about them. By the time you finished up all of that, the Legion should be close to attacking Hoover Dam, and we'll execute the last phase of the plan. It makes me feel really dumb to admit this, but I don't actually know. I've never been inside the Lucky 38. No one has. Mr. House is in there, though. It's the central node of his entire network. You have? Wow, that's amazing. You can murder Mr. House whenever you want. I mean, Benny was always scheming about how he was going to get into the Lucky 38, but you already took care of that. Wow. The other thing you're going to need is the platinum chip. You know, the one Benny killed a courier for over near Good Springs.
I'll try hard.
I knew he was carrying the platinum chip, and I knew right where Benny should wait for him. That's why Benny put me here, to monitor Mr. House's data transmissions. They're all encrypted, of course, but I'm quite a decryptor. Did you know that Mr. House spent 812,545 caps hiring salvage teams to find the platinum chip? Just in the last year alone? Of course you didn't. Or that there were 7 couriers, but 6 of them were carrying junk. How about their exact routes and the mercenary teams that screened them? I knew all that. Pretty smart, huh? I know that's not true, because you still have a head.
And Mr. New Vegas reminding you that you're nobody.
That's not funny, you getting
somebody.
I really shouldn't have taken so much pride in how I set that up, huh?
Some news for you
I feel
coming
really
right up.
bad right now.
Traders from California are being turned away.
Of course you
from
do.
Mojave outposts
Sorry
where the
about that.
NCR is
And it's
concerned
wonderful
about
that you
dangers
do.
along Nipton
The
Highway
platinum
and
chip is the key to overriding and exploiting Mr. House's defenses. Did I just say exploiting? That's not a very nice word.
In order to be president.
Sorry if that was getting boring.
NCR sources say that holding the dam against Caesar's Legion has become their main strategic priority. And this move would
Hope to
not
see
be
you soon.
You know they say that no news is good news, but I think my program would be awfully dull if that were the case. You know, sometimes the journey beats the destination, and especially if your spurs go jingle, jangle, jingle, and you meet some nice gals along the way.
I got spurs that jingle, jangle, jingle,
Jingle, jangle,
as I go riding merrily along.
jingle, jangle,
And they sing, oh, ain't you glad you're single?
jingle, jangle,
And that song ain't so far from wrong. Oh, Lily Bell,
oh, Lily Bell.
though I may have done some fooling, this is why I never tell. 'Cause I got spurs that jingle, jangle, jingle,
Jingle, jangle,
as I go
Who's there?
riding merrily along.
jingle, jangle,
I'm gonna ring your bell, creep.
Oh, ain't you glad you're single?
jingle, jangle,
And that song ain't so very far from wrong.
jangle. that
from
song is so
wrong.
very far from wrong.
Oh, Lily Bell, oh, Lily Bell, oh, I have to come through. This is why I never
You like that?
I got the bird.
Oh, ain't you glad
And
to
they
jingle? And that
sing,
song ain't so very far
Murder.
from wrong. Ain't so very far from wrong.
I'm gonna ring your bell, creep.
Cut it out, will you?
This is Mr. New Vegas fanning the flames of your passion. More news for you. The influx of displaced residents to the refugee camp at Bitter Springs has caused a strain on rations there. NCR officials are asking for donations. One more story for you. Rumors persist about a super mutant refuge nestled high in the ski lodge to the northwest. If you should find it, do not,
No,
repeat,
not again.
do not belittle a super mutant for taking the bunny slope. You know, I think all news, whether it's good or bad, brings us closer together. Don't you? Hey, New Vegas, have you ever said you love someone when it wasn't quite true? Sure you have. But you shouldn't, because it's a sin to tell a lie.
Be sure it's true when you say I love. The broads are better looking at the morning.
I'm gonna ring your bell.
You like that? I'm gonna ring the bell. Murderer! Blue moon, you saw me standing alone
Welcome, sir.
Thank you for visiting New Vegas.
Just lost a month's caps.
No loitering.
I don't talk to nobodies. Not when I'm having the time of my life.
Homicide detected.
Hey, come on, pal, I'm trying to...
Welcome to Vegas. Make your visit a peaceful one.
I'm gonna ring your bell. You like that?
Whoa!
I'm out of here.
What's up? I really have more important things to do. Sorry. Don't bother me, please.
Hey, play it cool, baby. We just got the place fixed up. Feeling lucky? I got the best table in the joint.
Welcome to the Tops. How can... I dig this crazy slang.
Did you know the strip's all stirred up lately?
Hey, play it cool, baby. We just got the place fixed up.
You knew just what I was there for. You heard me say a prayer for someone I really could care for. And then there suddenly appeared before me the only one my arms will hold. I heard somebody whisper, please adore me. And when I looked, the moon had turned to gold. Now I'm no longer alone, without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own.
Hey, play it cool, baby. We just got the place fixed up.
Before me, the only one my arms will ever hold.
Welcome to the Tops. How can I help?
No violence is permitted on the strip. No violence is permitted on the strip.
Hi, I'm Sarah Weintraub. Welcome to the finest vault hotel in the whole world. I have all sorts of things. Vault souvenirs, vault wares, vault machines, vault mementos, and vault suits. And, well, lots of other vault things, too. Oh, yeah. Okay, I got these great lunch boxes. They're super. What else? Oh, look at these toasters. You like toast, right? If they're crunchy, even better. What about a vintage Vault-Tec toy car? Or... Okay, I do, but who wants a lame sensor module or a nitrogen canister anyway? All the popular stuff has been sold, especially the vault suits. I need to find more because people buy them like hotcakes. Leather suits are good times. Thinking about that just blows my top. You would? You really would? That would help me a lot. Thank you so much. You're an angel. I can't wait to see you again. Good to see you again.
Sometimes you can't help being mad about the boy.
Good to see you again.
Oh, hello, I am Michelangelo. How can I... wait. Are you here to deliver more billboard requests? Please tell me you're not a messenger on behalf of Mr. House. That's great to hear. Really great. I'm Sheldon from Vault 21, although here I go by my artistic name, Michelangelo. So what brings you here? Well, not much, really. At first, it was a marvel to behold. My inspiration flowed true, and its works caught Mr. House's attention. That's how I ended up in this place. I feel haunted by something terrible. Yes, I think so. But please, keep quiet about it. Without inspiration, I'm as good as a tumbleweed drifting in the barren wasteland. Wouldn't that be great? It's the... Oh, all right. So, bye.
It's just too bad she's not a ghoul. Aye.
Please, do not stand in the fountains.
Well, howdy, partner. Good to see you again. Boss is waiting for you upstairs, so get a move on. Come back soon now.
I tried to measure my charisma on a Vitomatic vigor tester once. The machine burst into flames. Well, you know what that means, folks. Time for some news. Refugees at Bitter Springs are giving startling accounts of the legate known as Lannius, who is said to be Caesar's top field commander. One refugee told us the legate took over an underperforming squad of troops by beating its commander to death in full view of everyone. The legate then ordered a tenth of his own force be killed by the other 9/10. And you thought your boss was a pain. Also, the Helios 1 solar power plant remains dormant despite NCR's effort to reactivate the facility. The chief scientist at the plant vowed to fix the problem, blaming it on an atmosphere of, quote, severe underappreciation. Boy, the Mojave Wasteland is just a fascinating place, isn't it? You never know what's going to happen next. More classics coming right up for you, so stay tuned.
To the town of Aprile rode a stranger one fine day. Hardly spoke to folks around him, didn't have too much to say. No one dared to ask his business, no one dared to make a slip. The stranger there among them had a big iron.
Where to, partner?
Big iron on his hip. It was early in the morning when he
Where to,
rode
partner?
into the town. He came riding from the south side, slowly looking all around. He's an outlaw, loose and running, came the whisper from each lip. And he's here to do some business with the big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. In the by the name of Texas Red. Many men had tried to take him, and that many men were dead. He was vicious and a killer, though you...
Well, hello, Sugar. Mr. House is waiting for you in his office. Not many people know this, but Mr. House is one of the world's biggest collectors of antique snow globes. If you happen to find any out in the Wasteland, you can bring them to me, and I'll add them to his collection. You'll get a reward, of course. In fact, one of Mr. House's favorites went missing when we moved the collection. If you have a look around the Lucky 38, you might even find it. You do? Why, that's just wonderful. I'll take it and put it with the rest of the collection. I'm Jane, one of Mr. House's girls. We keep him entertained. We don't get many guests lately. Perhaps we can entertain you as well.
20 men had tried to take him, 20 men had made a slip.
Oh, there's lots of things to tell, I'm sure. There's the 3 families, the casinos, the other attractions. What would you like to know? They're just new money, Sugar. They might pretend they're sophisticated, but between you and me, they're not far off from tribals. Americans especially are just awful brutes. The chairman and the White Glove Society at least pretend to have some culture. Well, of course, there used to be a lot more of them. But these days, there are 3 open to the public. The Tops, the Ultra Lukes, and Gomorrah. And the Lucky 38, of course. But we're not open to the public. You're a special case, Sugar. Well, let's see. The NCR has an embassy here, but why you'd want to go talk to a bunch of boring old politicians, I surely don't know. Oh, and the Vault 21 Hotel and Gift Shop has an adorable collection of old Vault-Tec memorabilia. And I suppose if you like neon signs, you might check out Michelangelo's sign shop. Anything you like, Sugar. Why, I'm a Robco PDQ 88B Mark I Securitron, you silly goose. We're the finest in personal civil robotic security on the market. Why, Sugar, he's the maximum utmost. If it weren't for Mr. House, we wouldn't have this fabulous wonderland of New Vegas, would we? Well, of course I am silly. Mr. House is just the smartest, most wonderful man there ever was. Why, did you know he single-handedly reclaimed New Vegas from all those nasty tribes that used to live here? Well, he single-handedly sent in his Securitrons to do it, but that counts in my book. Sugar, I may be a robot on the outside, but on the inside, my neurocomputational matrix is an exact copy of Mr. House's favorite girl. Mr. House has a lot of needs, Sugar. I take care of all of them, and a lady doesn't kiss and tell. Then maybe you shouldn't pry into a lady's particulars.
Make me forget
anything you like.
My sorrow.
This is the Lucky 38 Resort and Casino, or it used to be. Mr. House has kept the place locked up tight.
The recent disturbance at the Tops has been resolved. Do not be afraid to patronize the Tops. Engaging target. Target.
Love me as though there were no tomorrow. Oh, my darling, love me. Don't ever let me go.
Why have you
Love me
done this?
as though there were no
Centuries of preparation. So much good undone.
love me.
Your vanity project doomed to fail. No!
Just everything to be my own true love. If this is a dream, let me keep
Target launching. Engagement successful. The recent disturbance at the tops has been resolved. Do not be afraid to pass
Until the moment we met, I had no one to cling to be just everything to be my own true love. If this is a dream, let me keep on dreaming. Where have you been all my life?
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. New Vegas here. You're all so great, and we're going to keep you listening all day. Well, you know what that means, folks. Time for some news. Troubling news from Prem as merchants report a large presence of armed, unsavory figures patrolling the town. Residents are nowhere to be found. One more story for you. A package courier found shot in the head near Good Springs has reportedly regained consciousness and made a full recovery. Now that's a delivery service you can count on. Promotional consideration for this news program has been paid for by the Ultralux. The Ultralux. Live life in the lap of luxury. Got some Dean Martin coming up, talking about the greatest feeling in the world, love. Ain't that a kick in the head? Sure is. Dino, it sure is.
How lucky can one guy be? I kissed her and she kissed me. Like the fella once said, ain't that a kick in the head? The room was was completely black. I hugged her and she hugged back. Like the sailor said, quote, ain't that a hole in the boat? My head keeps spinning. I go to sleep and keep grinning. If this is just the beginning, my life is gonna be beautiful. I've sunshine enough to spread. It's just like the fella said. Tell me quick, ain't love a kick in the head? Like the fella once said, ain't that a kick in the head? Like the sailor said, quote, ain't that a hole in a boat? My head keeps spinning. I go to sleep and keep grinning. If this is just the beginning, my life is gonna be beautiful. She's telling me we'll be wed. She's picked out a king-size bed. I couldn't feel any better, or I'd be sick. Tell me quick, oh, ain't love a kick? Tell me quick, ain't love a kick in the
I dig this crazy sound.
Welcome back to the program. This is Mr. New Vegas, and I hope I'm not coming on too strong. I've got news for you. Refugees at Bitter Springs are giving startling accounts of the legate known as Lanius, who is said to be Caesar's top field commander. One refugee told us the legate took over an underperforming squad of troops by beating its commander to death in full view of everyone. The legate then ordered a tenth of his own force be killed by the other 9/10. And you thought your boss was a pain. Moving on. Tensions are brewing in Freeside between the ruling gang known as the Kings and the large number of NCR squatters seeking refuge there. The leader of the Kings, who would only identify himself as the King, voiced his displeasure, calling NCR's citizens, quote,
hi
the devil
again.
in disguise. He added he didn't want to see the NCR in the ghetto and called for a massive...
Oh, no, I didn't mean that. Who needs their support? The Securitrons will be all the support you need. What I meant is, you should get to know these tribes and decide which ones you like and which you don't. You know, shape the future of Vegas. Choose your neighbors. If you like a tribe, leave it alone. Or, if a tribe is nasty or going to be a problem, go ahead and exterminate it. It's whatever you want. There's a bunch. Some of them you've already... I think you should visit the other families on the Strip. And there are some important groups farther from the Strip. Mr. House is out...
Yes, I've got heartaches by the number of love that I can't live. But the day that I stop counting, that's the day my world will end. Heartache number one, you left me. I never knew I could hurt this way. And heartache number two was you came back but never meant to stay. Yes, I've got heartaches by the number, troubles by the score. Every day you love me less, each day I love you more. Yes, I've got heartaches by the number, a love that I can't win. But the day that I stop counting, that's the day my world will end.
big, huh? A very big moment. Here goes. I'll just take that platinum chip off your hands. Thanks. Wish me luck. Wow. Mr. House had quite a setup here. I can access his databanks and view telemetry on every Securitron on the network. Wait. So, that's what the platinum chip does. Interesting. Mr. House had a whole demonstration planned for you. Just head downstairs to the lowest level to check it out. You'll see.
To the town of our free rode a stranger one fine day.
Step closer to the demonstration area, please. Okay, so you're familiar with Securitrons by now, obviously. I mean, some of your best friends are Securitrons, right? Our titanium alloy housing does a good job of protecting our delicate electronic insides from small arms firing and shrapnel. Our left arm contains an X-25 Gatling laser, quite deadly against on-target stadium range. That looks like fun. And for close-range suppression and crowd control, we have this handy-dandy 9mm submachine gun. Nice. All of this is old hat, right? Here is where it gets interesting. Turns out those are our secondary weapons. All this time we've been running the Mark I operating system, which doesn't have drivers for our primary weapons. Imagine! Now watch this. I'm downloading the Mark II OS to all Securitrons on the network. It makes quite a difference. With the M235 missile launcher, we can engage ground and air targets at one rate. And a rapid-fire G-28 grenade launching system makes us deadly in close-range engagements. Woo! Look at that! The OS upgrade also includes drivers for our onboard auto repair systems. Just try to hurt us now. Altogether, this software upgrade confers a 235% increase in combat effectiveness per unit.
Before the story was relayed to Texas Red. But the outlaw didn't work.
New Vegas finally has soldiers worthy of protecting it. I hope you enjoyed this demonstration. You can come back up and see me or be on your way. I know you're a busy person.
The ranger with the big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. The morning pass so
Every Securitron on the network has been upgraded. Pretty neat, huh? Here's a printout with some additional
out in the street. Folks were watching from the windows. Everybody held their breath. They knew this handsome ranger was about to meet his death. About to meet his death. There was 40 feet between them when they stopped to make their play. And the swiftness of the ranger is still talked about today. Texas red is not cleared leather for a bullet fairly ripped. And the ranger's aim was deadly with the big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. It was over in a moment and the folks had gathered round. There before them lay the body of the outlaw on the ground. Oh, he might have went on living.
Welcome, sir or madam.
Fatal slip when he tried to match the ranger with the big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. Big iron, big iron. When he tried to match the ranger with the big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip.
to New Vegas, each and every one of you is wonderful in your own special way. If you like news, you're gonna love our next segment. Refugees at Bitter Springs are giving startling accounts of the legate known as Lanius, who is said to be Caesar's top field commander. One refugee told us the legate took over an underperforming squad of troops by beating its commander to death in full view of everyone. The legate then ordered a tenth of his own force be killed by the other 9/10. And you thought your boss was a pain. Also, a package courier found shot in the head near Good Springs has reportedly regained consciousness and made a full recovery. Now that's a delivery service you can count on. Promotional consideration for this news program has been paid for by the Ultralux. The Ultralux. Live life in the lap of luxury. Yes, Bing Crosby reminding us of those times when you absolutely have to kiss the person you love. Something's gotta give. Up next.
An irresistible force such as you meets an old immovable object like me. You can bet just as sure as you live, someone's gotta give some.
Listen very closely and do as I say. Your life depends on it. Hand over everything you're carrying. Weapons, ammo, clothes, armor, everything.
Smile such as yours warms an old implacable heart such
There's nothing.
as mine.
Take it all off and hand it to me. Then come inside and through the door at the rear of the chamber. Paladin Ramos is waiting for you.
Somewhere, somehow, someone's gonna get kissed. So on guard, who knows?
How the hell did you get in here? Normally I would have already shot you, but I'm under orders to bring you to the Elder. Will you come peacefully?
I'll try hard.
Okay. I'll take you to him. Follow me closely, or you'll be shot.
But how long can anyone try? Fight it with all of our might.
How did you find us, stranger? And do tell the truth.
Some heavenly star-spangled night.
You took an extreme risk in coming here. My policy towards trespassers has not been lenient. The security of this bunker is my foremost concern, and I take pains to minimize our exposure topside. For this reason, I might be interested in contracting with an outsider who can accomplish certain tasks, some basic, some a bit more involved. An NCR ranger has begun to set up post in one of the other bunkers up top, for example. Very well. I'll be interested to see how thoroughly and efficiently you carry out your mission. Paladin Ramos will escort you back to the bunker's entrance and set you loose. Notice that I said loose, not free. You are not free to carry the secret of this bunker's location beyond Hidden Valley, until I'm convinced that you're capable. To underscore this point, you'll be fitted with an explosive collar.
Despite NCR's effort to reactivate the facility.
You'll find your equipment in the chest to your right. Don't bother coming back until you've dealt with the ranger.
On an atmosphere of, quote, severe underappreciation. That's the news. This is Mr. New Vegas filling in for Mr. New Vegas. Hey, New Vegas, have you ever said you love someone when it wasn't quite true? Sure you have, but you shouldn't, because it's a sin to tell a lie.
I'm going under.
my shoes, I'm going under. Getting for a little while, thought that I could smile. Everything's rosy and fine, but then it set in, you were leaving. Now I'm going out of my mind. I'm going under, getting over you. I'm going under, drowning in the blue. I'm down so doggone low, I have to look up to see the soles of my shoes. I'm going under, getting over you. Now I walk around, my heart on the ground, hurt and lonely since I don't have you. Barely hanging on, I'm almost gone. Now I wish I hadn't been untrue. I'm going under, getting over you. I'm going under, drowning in the blue. I'm down so doggone low, have to look up to see the soles of my shoes. I'm going under, getting over. I'm going under, getting over.
Welcome, Utopia, to another episode of Know Your Mutants. Today, we're proud to have best friend Tabitha with us. Welcome to the show. Good to be here, Rhonda. You look good. So what type of mutant did you want to talk about this time, best friend Tabitha? I thought I'd briefly talk about first-generation super mutants, Rhonda. Ooh, what can you tell us about them? What we call the first generation of super mutants, Rhonda, were actually created by the Master himself. Like everything the Master took a direct hand in, they were better than the ones who came later, the ones made by accident. They were smarter, almost as smart as Nightkin, and were able to think and act for themselves. However, the first generation seems to have some kind of suicidal urge that they can't control. How terrible! What makes you say that, best friend Tabitha? So far, all first-generation super mutants that have come to Utopia have left not soon after. How strange! Why would anyone leave the safety and comfort that Utopia provides? Why indeed, Rhonda? But now there's not a single first-generation super mutant in Utopia. Except Neil. Except Neil. Well, I think we've learned something today. Let's go to the music.
I'm so blue without you. Thought our love was true. Then you found
Stand back from the door.
How did you resolve the situation with the...
How do you know he won't be missed? That other rangers won't come looking for him? Or... That's... It would seem... Since you could... That...
Your presence here, let's just say it's highly irregular. Outsiders aren't even allowed to know that our bunker's here, let alone come and go freely. You impressed Elder McNamara, obviously. He must believe that you'd be very useful. That's right. Nothing gets in or out of here without me knowing it. Normally, that would have fallen under my jurisdiction, but the Elder thought it'd provide a good test for you, so I backed off. Under the lockdown, only essential personnel are permitted to enter or leave. That includes supply runners and high-security patrol. All other personnel are forbidden to leave, and any personnel that were out there when the lockdown was enacted are forbidden from returning. Fine. Bye.
I heard some special squad of rangers is on its way to the Vegas area. Looks like Mr. House is out of the picture.
2 hours of
One less thing for us to deal with.
It is a good way to start the day.
I'm here with best friend Tabitha, who has a message for all the dum-dums out there.
It has come to my attention that some of you dum-dums took me a little too seriously in the past when I warned you about the battle cattle. While battle cattle are indeed a dangerous foe, they are one that should be fought ferociously. Recently, I've heard about several incidents where some of you have been running away from a fight where battle cattle were involved.
Look, this isn't a great time. Oh, what the hell? It's not like... Yeah, I'm in charge of keeping this data system up. One of our exploratory patrols, back when we had exploratory patrols, found a data disk in some ruins out in the waste. Well, we finally got around to cataloging the damn thing and got shut out of our own data store the second it loaded. Turns out it had a virus on it. Yeah, some pre-war jackass with too much time on his hands apparently decided to inflict his misery on those around him. It's scrambling all the terminals here at the moment. Luckily, we only use this section for storing historical. I suppose it couldn't hurt to get another pair of eyes on this. While the entire system is infected, the virus itself is spread across 3... We'll have it nailed down in a... You'll need to locate it on 3 different terminals in this area in 1 minute. Any longer and locating the virus would probably... No.
He came riding from the south side.
Best of luck to you.
He's an outlaw, loose and running, came the whisper from each lip. And he's here to do some business with the big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. In this town there lived an outlaw by the name of Texas Red.
Looks like Mr. House is out of the picture.
Many men had tried to take him, and that many men were dead.
One less thing for us to deal with.
He was vicious and a killer, though a youth of 24. And the notches on his pistol numbered...
The virus just jumped. Find which...
1 in 19 more. Now
terminal
stranger started talking, made it plain to folks around. Was in Arizona, ranger wouldn't be too long in town.
I'll track the virus from over here. You just concentrate on locating the target.
Taken outlaw back alive or maybe dead. And he said it didn't matter, he was after Texas Red. After Texas Red.
10 seconds.
Wasn't long before the story was relayed to Texas Red. But the outlaw didn't worry, men that tried for forward days. 20 men had tried to take him, 20 men had made a slip. 21 would be the ranger with the big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip.
Damn, it's jumped. I thought we might have had it.
The morning passed so quickly, it was time for them to meet. It was 20 past 11 when they walked out in the street.
There have been reports
Folks
of
were
NCR's
watching
moving more and
from
more troops into
windows,
the area.
everybody held their breath. They knew this handsome ranger was about to meet his death. About to meet his death. There was 40 feet between them when they stopped to make their play. And the swiftness of the ranger is still talked about today. Texas Red had not cleared leather for a bullet fairly ripped. And the ranger's aim was deadly with the big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip.
What I wish to discuss with you can wait for once I get settled in the command
It
room
was
outside.
over in a moment and the folks had gathered round.
What I wish to
There
discuss
before
with
them lay
you
the
can wait for
body
once I get
of
settled in the
outlaw
command
on
room
the
outside.
ground. Oh, he might have went on living, but he made one fatal slip when he tried to match the ranger with the big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. Big iron, big iron. When he tried to match the ranger with the big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip.
Does Ramos know you're walking around without a guard?
Are you tired of getting chased because you're bigger than humans and scaring them? Did you kill some and they overreacted? Are two-head bear people shooting at you and battle cattle mooing? Beware the battle cattle!
Leave the fear behind.
Leave the fear behind! Meet at the mountaintop! Enjoy life in a state of Utopia! Free, safe, secure.
Freedom limited to following the commands of best friend Tabitha. Safety not guaranteed against siege or assault by two-head bear people or battle cattles. Many infractions are punishable by death. No allowances for dumb misunderstandings.
Utopia, come feel the difference.
I've wrangled and I've rambled and I've roadie.
It's me again, Mr. New.
Howdy, partner. Welcome to... Howdy, partner. Welcome to... Just mosey on over... Have you gone loco, partner? I can see the gun with my own 3 photo sensors from where I... Quit yammering on about missing guns, partner.
They say those robots on the strip are running around
with different faces or something. Don't ask, because I don't know.
Social behavior will not be tolerated.
Quite a town we got here.
Over here! Come on!
That Mr. House, Lord.
face in the outpost. Take a look. Bye, Min.
Looking for trouble? Well, keep those eyes up and turning, or I'll set them spinning. Got no time for gawkers, or anyone looking for something I ain't selling. How about a drink? How about a couple is what you mean. Drinking to forget, and it's only getting me mad instead. Whiskey always gets my temper up, now more than ever. Drinking used to cause all sorts of trouble back west. Before I punched enough people, that is. And they learned to lay low when the whiskey hit. Lost my caravan heading north. The driver burned to ash, and they didn't even take the cargo. My guess is Legion. They're trying to cut NCR's supply line, and the Mojave outpost is proof. Got us locked up tighter than a New Vegas virgin. No caravans in, out, and just try arguing with Jackson about it. Roads aren't safe, he says. No shit, you washed out old fuck-up. I didn't need a Brotherhood scribe to tell me that. Sure am. Burned for the last time. And this time it's for good. Worse, it's not done kicking me. I'm still trapped here. Jackson won't let me head north. It's not safe. And even though So if you came here for work, my advice, go find the Crimson. You take care now.
heard your footsteps coming up the ramp. Didn't sound like a trooper or one of them. You a courier? If so, this might be your lucky day. If you don't mind walking a bit. And your eyes are good. You a courier? If so, this might be your lucky day. The pay? The pay is a good goddamn thanks from the heart of the Republic. Just shitting you with the NCR line. Done wonders for morale around here. President Kimball keeps saying getting shot at is its own damn reward. Do this job for me, though. I'll do what I can. People know I hate most everyone, so if I put in a word for you. I think there's trouble in Nipton. No, there...
Get out of here and get me some money. Why don't you do right like some other men do? Like some other men do.
All the latest news coming your way right now. Troubling news from Prem as merchants report a large presence of armed, unsavory figures patrolling the town. Residents are nowhere to be found. Also in the headlines, NCR Correctional Facility is now under prisoner control following a successful riot. Locals should avoid anyone who looks like they've done time. Stay classy, New Vegas. Have you ever been in love with a celebrity? Now, come on, you don't have to be shy. I feel it between us two. Sometimes you can't help being mad about the boy.
Mad about the boy. I know it's stupid to be mad about the boy. I'm so ashamed of it, but must admit the sleepless nights I've had about the boy. On silver screen, he melts my foolish heart in every single scene. Although I'm quite aware that here and there are traces of the cat about the boy. Lord knows I'm not a fool, girl. I really shouldn't care. Lord knows, girl, in the flurry of her first will it ever slow this heart? Quite insane and young again, and all because I'm mad about the
Welcome back to the Mr. New Vegas show. The show with, in my opinion, which I respect, the best looking audience around. Somebody prove me wrong? I've got news for you. Troubling news from Prem as merchants report a large presence of armed, unsavory figures patrolling the town. Residents are nowhere to be found. In addition, the influx of displaced residents to the refugee camp at Bitter Springs has caused a strain on rations there. NCR officials are asking for donations. The preceding segment was sponsored by the Silver Rush. Silver Rush. Feel the rush of a warm laser in your hand. And now telling us what really matters with Love Me As Though There Were No Tomorrow. Because in New Vegas, hey, you never know.
Had enough?
Out of this world tonight. Take me, make me forget my sorrow. So when I wake tomorrow, I'll know our love was right. Kiss me as though it were now or never. Teach me all that a heart should know. Love me as though there were no tomorrow. Oh, my darling, love me. Don't ever let me go. Love me as though there were no tomorrow. Oh, my darling, love me. Don't ever let me go.
The women of New Vegas ask me a lot if there's a Mrs. New Vegas. Well, of course there is. You're her. And you're still as perfect as the day we met. Well, you know what that means, folks. Time for some news. The Black Mountain radio signal is back after a long absence. Listeners say that new programming is, quote, less for outcasts, more for weirdos. One more story for you. Caesar's Legion continues to fortify its position in Nelson, where it remains a constant concern for Camp Forlorn Hope and the nearby town of Novak. Those were our top stories. Got a song for you now. It's about a guy who's cold on the exterior, but deep down, you know, he's a good man. And his name is Johnny Guitar.
Oh, I don't know if you recognize me from the strip. When I handed... Don't worry.
Retribution!
Drove the raiders off. No casualties. In the meantime, patrol's back. They're late. I hope they got a good excuse. What took...
This is a message to the NCR from Legion. We are coming for you. Run, and we will catch you. Hide, and we will find you. No matter what you do, you are all going to die. We took one of the women alive.
What can I do for you? Yeah, and I need sterile medical supplies. Pleasure doing business with you. Bye.
Welcome to the Dino Bite gift shop. My name's Cliff. If you're here for the T-Rex figurines, you're just...
More news for you. NCR Correctional Facility is now under prisoner control following...
They're scale replicas of the real thing. Very detailed. Got a liquid in them that makes them glow. From what I hear, Repcon used to give them out on tours of their HQ up in Henderson. But I guess they had to stop after the first few kids thought they were filled with Nuka-Cola and drank it down. The papers had a name for the condition and everything. They called it the Repcon shakes. Those were bad times for Robco. Well, they unloaded what they had left on the Dino Bite as a tax write-off, but that was before my time. Plenty of demand for them, seeing as how they're one-of-a-kind collector's items, but I might still have some in back. Guns? Well, yeah, I guess I might have a few. Darn it, no one ever buys the T-Rexes. Sure thing. Have a look.
What's going on, man? What's going on, man? I'm Manny. You know, the big threat is the Legion.
Hey, you came back. Must be doing something right. Welcome back. Can I get... Sure thing. Have a look.
God damn it. Don't sneak up on... Yeah, I guess maybe... Yeah, well, you see anybody wearing Legion Crimson or a lot of sports equipment, you still haven't answered. I think... I don't... No. No, you're not, are you? Maybe you shouldn't go. Not just yet. I need someone I can trust. You're a stranger. That's a start. I want you to find something out for me. I don't know if there's anything to find, but I need someone to try. My wife was taken from our home by Legion slavers one night while they knew when to come and what route to take, and they only took Carla. Someone set it up. I don't know who. My wife's dead. I want the son of a bitch who sold her. Bring him out in front of the nest here while I'm on duty. I work now. I'll give you my NCR, and I'll take it. Good.
How you doing?
Hey there. Is everything all right? Okay, if that's what...
That's it then. How did you know? I guess I shouldn't be surprised. It'd be like them to keep paperwork. Here. This is all I can give. I think our dealings are done here. No. People die out there. Often enough that no one worries about blame. They're too anxious to forget it happened in the first place, I guess. Besides, I was on break when it happened. I don't know. I won't be staying, I know that. Don't see much point in anything right now, except hunting legionaries. Maybe I'll wander. Like you. You don't want to do that. Yeah. Working on your own, you're a lot less effective. I've been there and paid for it. But this isn't gonna end well. Fine. Let's get out of here.
Hey there, need anything? Sure, here's what I've got.
can't just leave.
I couldn't. Not after that.
We don't deserve to leave. A shining example. That's what it called us. But we were. We did what we were supposed to. Not by a long shot. Anybody would have done what we did.
You ask me? That's exactly the problem. Now let's get on with this.
I'll go first. Wait. People should know what happened. They could learn from it. If there's anyone out there at all, I hope they never have to find out. Ready, Harry? Yeah. No, wait!
You're mine. Keep looking. Figures. Eat this. Can't run from me. can't run from me. Eat this. Eat this. Keep looking. Eat this! Let's get out of this first. If you want. It's not really my thing. What do you want to know? First NCR Recon. It's a sniper battalion. Sees a lot of action. They moved us around a lot. I was stationed at Camp Golf for a while. Last I heard, they're at Camp McCarran. Yeah. Keep looking. Gotta still be here. Keep looking.
all mine.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our program. This is Mr. New Vegas, and each and every one of you is wonderful in your own special way. I've got news for you. The Black Mountain radio signal is back after a long absence. Listeners say the new programming is, quote, less for outcasts, more for weirdos. In other news, rumors continue to swell that Mr. House, the father of New Vegas, has passed away. Who will fill the power vacuum on the Strip remains uncertain. Well, that's all I have for you. This is Mr. New Vegas wishing you ladylike luck tonight. In New Vegas, we know the pain that numbers can bring us. Well, so does Guy Mitchell, who's got heartaches by the number.
Heartaches by the number, troubles by the score. Every day you love me less, each day I love you more. Yes, I've got heartaches by the number, a love that I can't win. But the day that I stop counting, that's the day my world will end. Heartache number one was when you left me. I never knew I could hurt this way. And heartache number two was when you came back again. You came back but never meant to stay. Yes, I've got heartaches by the number, troubles by the score. Every day you love me less, each day I love you more.
No offense, but you look like you've traveled a long way down some bad roads. Where'd you come from?
Huh. Well, in that case, I take it back. You look pretty good, given the circumstances. Well, welcome then. I'm Veronica. I live in a hole in the ground. Well, a bunker, if you want to get technical. I think it sounds more interesting my way. But I'm not there much anymore. I'm usually out here picking up food and supplies for my family. Whatever they need. Yeah, I'm not worried. They can handle themselves. But somebody has to get the groceries, know what I mean? And actually these days, I think they'd rather have me out here anyway. But that's a whole other story. So listen, can I ask you something? I had a run-in with this group calling themselves the Brotherhood of Steel. A pretty strange bunch. Do you know anything about them? Well, that shouldn't be a problem for me. I can't afford anything like that. Hey, so where are you headed anyway? Just wherever the wind takes you, huh? I like that. Keeps things interesting. I'll be honest. You're the first person I've run across out here that looks like he can really handle himself. There are places I've never been to that'd be too dangerous for just me. What do you think? Maybe we could travel together, help each other out.
Well, you know what that means, folks. Time for some news.
Oh, nowhere in particular, really. Just hoping to see more of the world. Looking for a fresh perspective. I want to see how different groups have adapted to survive in the Mojave. See if there's something I can learn from. Good. That's the look I was going for. Trust me on this one, though. You'll be glad you brought me along. If I turn out to be a burden, we can part ways at any time. No hard feelings. Aw, you really know how to make a girl feel like a stray cat. But, okay, my offer stands.
Pleasure calling NCR citizens, quote, the devil in disguise.
That guy Benny was a piece of work.
NCR in the ghetto and call for a mass quote return.
If that's what you
Promotional consideration for this news program has been paid
All right.
for by the Ultra
Guess I'll be around Novak for a while longer until I figure out what I want to...
In the lap of luxury.
Couldn't get enough of talking to me the first time, huh? Good. I hoped you'd come around. Shall we?
I feel it between us two.
Now you're talking. One thing you should know first, though. I asked you about the Brotherhood because I'm one of them. I know, but I had to know how you'd react when I told you. We have made a lot of enemies. You still okay bringing me along?
Mad about the boy. I know it's stupid to be mad about the boy.
I'm great at punching people. I'm not gonna lie. It's a gift. Well, thanks for taking a chance on a naive young girl from California with stars in her eyes and a pneumatic gauntlet on her hand. Let's hit the road, huh?
Silver spoon, he melts my foolish heart in every single scene. Although I'm quite aware that here and there are traces of the cat about the boy. Lord knows I'm not a fool, Lord knows I'm not a schoolgirl in the flurry of her first stare. Will it ever cloy this odd diversity of misery and joy? I'm feeling quite insane and young again, and all because I'm mad about the
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. New Vegas here. You're all so great, and we're gonna keep you listening all day.
We got a situation with...
Caesar's Legion continues to fortify its position in Nelson, where it remains a constant concern for Camp Forlorn Hope and the nearby town of Novak. In other news, the death toll continues to climb around Camp Forlorn Hope, where Legion raiding parties are still chipping away at the NCR's hold south of the dam. Stay classy, New Vegas. You know,
what the hell?
That
courier Benny wasted back in Good Springs. He's supposed to be dead.
Jingle, and you meet some nice gals along the
All right, quit fucking around. You survived and you tracked us down. What now? What's to negotiate? The NCR backs off, we walk out of here, nobody gets hurt. I can't believe I'm doing this. But all right, the hostages can go. The NCR better keep their end of the deal, though. Here, a souvenir for you. It's Benny's lighter. Shove it up his ass when you catch up with him. Yeah? On what? He's one of the chairmen, big shots that run the Tops Casino in New Vegas. A friend from the city contacted me with info on a big job. I should have known that the caps were too good to be true, but there was still no way I could pass up the chance. It's just a big fancy poker chip as far as I know. Don't know why anyone would make one out of platinum, though. He's a snake, that's why. He owed us the rest of the pay for the job, so maybe he didn't want to pay up. Fine. Yeah.
Hey.
spurs that jingle, jangle, jingle. As I go riding merrily along. And they sing, oh, ain't you glad to single? And that song is so very far from wrong. Oh, Lily Bell, oh, Lily Bell, though I may have done some things.
I'm glad you're able to get my people freed, but there's a new problem. I just got orders to take out the group.
I got birds that jingle,
My hands are tied.
as I go riding merrily along.
You're right.
And they sing, oh, ain't you glad? And that song is so very far from wrong.
One of the ranger vets looked at me and was just a...
You know, I tried to measure my charisma on a Vitomatic vigor tester once. The machine burst into flames. We've got some news for you coming right up. Troubling news from Prim as merchants report a large presence of armed, unsavory figures patrolling the town. Residents are nowhere to be found. Moving on. Patrons of the Ultralux are questioning whether its pricey restaurant, the Gourmand, is overstating the fullness of its wait list. Those who claim to have dined at the restaurant find the food appealing, but say
A customer.
tables remain empty.
What can I get you?
The eating segment was sponsored by the Silver Rush. Silver Rush. Feel the rush of a warm laser in your hand. And now, I'd like to play one of my very favorite songs for you.
Be sure it's true when you say I love. It's a sin to tell a lie. Millions of hearts have been broken
Pleasure doing business.
just because these words
You're making me carry the heavy stuff, aren't you?
I, yes I do, I love. If you break my heart, I'll die.
Ooh, got something good for me? Is it a dress?
When you say I love you, it's a sin to tell a lie.
Be sure it's true when you say I love you, honey. Oh, you got sense enough to know it's a sin to tell a lie. Whole lot of folks' heart done been broken. Just over a whole lot of foolish words that's been spoken.
I love you, yes I do, I love. If you break my heart, I'll die. So be sure it's true when you say I love you.
Sleep, go to sleep. Just lay down your weary head. Dream, sweetly dream. Dream about tomorrow instead. Sleep, go to sleep. Whispering a lullaby tune. Dream, sweetly dream. Swinging with the man in the moon. Why don't you go and take it slow? And don't you know all your lovely dreams will come true? So just close your eyes.
You've done a good turn for the NCR, now we'd like to do one for you.
Sleep softly, sleep, and let the world go by.
Please. Welcome back to the program. This is Mr. New Vegas, and I hope I'm not coming on too strong. It's just about time to get you some news.
Guys with knives and
NCR officials at Camp McCarran were relieved when technical difficulties with its monorail line to the New Vegas Strip proved easy to fix. One anonymous official told us a serious mechanical failure would have been a disaster because of the age of the train and the scarcity of the replacement parts. In other news, scavengers report hulking individuals moving around Hidden Valley after dusk.
Halt!
Have been unable
What
to
business
identify them due to low visibility.
Very well. However, be warned.
And now, I'd like to play one of my very favorite songs for you.
To the town of our free rode a stranger one fine day. Hardly spoke to folks around him, didn't have too much to say. No one dared to ask his business, no one dared to make a slip. The stranger there among them had a big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip. It was early in the morning when he rode into the town. He came riding from the south side, slowly looking all around. He's an outlaw, loose and running, came the whisper from each lip. And he's here to do some business with a big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip. In this town there lived an outlaw by the name of Texas Red. Many men had tried to take him, and that many men were dead. He was vicious and a killer, though a youth of 24. And the notches on his pistol numbered 1 in 19 more. 1 in 19 more.
We're being held here against our will.
Now the stranger started talking, made it plain to folks around.
I have
Was
fought
in
beneath McGatty's
Arizona,
Lennius many
Ranger
times.
wouldn't be
Cannot
too
be
long in
defeated.
town. He came here to take an outlaw back alive.
The
who
mark
may
of
be
Kaiser
dead.
protects you.
And he said it
The black
didn't
armored
matter.
rangers are
He
said to
was
be
after
fearsome and
Texas Red. After Texas Red. Wasn't long before the story was relayed to Texas Red. But the outlaw didn't worry, men that tried before were dead. 20 men had tried to take him, 20 men
true to
had
Kaiser. You'll pay for it.
One the ranger with a big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip. The morning passed so quickly, it was time for them to meet. It was 20 past 11 when they walked out in the street. Folks were watching from the windows, everybody held their breath. They knew this handsome ranger was about to meet his death, about to meet his death. There was 40 feet between them when they stopped to make their play. And the swiftness of the ranger is still talked about today. Texas Red had not cleared leather for a bullet fairly ripped. And the ranger's aim was the big iron on his hip. It was over in a moment, and the folks had gathered round. There before them lay the body of the outlaw. Oh, he might have went on living, but he made one fatal slip when he tried to match the ranger with the big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip.
For the Brotherhood.
Big iron. Match the ranger with the big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip.
Love me as though there were no tomorrow. Take me out of this world tonight. Take me, make me forget my sorrow.
Ooh, got something good for me? Is it a dress?
Tomorrow, I'll know our love was right. Kiss me as though it were now.
Does jumping at the with my... Ooh, got something good for me? Is it a dress?
Teach me all that a heart should know.
Ooh, got something good for me? Is it a dress?
As though there were no tomorrow. Oh, my darling, love me.
You're making me carry the heavy stuff, aren't you?
Love me as though there were no tomorrow. Oh, my darling.
Please, sir, take anything.
Huh. You killed my kin. Accidental. Excuse me.
Another kill tonight. Another kill to my name.
You're mine!
Trouble. Come on!
Retribution. Retribution. You'll pay for that.
good.
Please clear the area until this.
Over here.
Engaging hostile target.